Good morning, everybody. I am your Christmas ambassador this morning. We're going to start off with a song together, and then we'll go from there. Guys, ready? Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. I say, everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. The amazing mind, man. Oh, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound and say, hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Tom. It's good to have you today. And what incredible music. Incredible music today. And thank you all for being present. And good morning to each one of you. And especially if you're here for the first time, it's like this every week. Thank you. And so I just want to acknowledge that we're in a season of love. We're in a season of great light. And I know we always are. But this season of Christmas is so, so special. So I appreciate each one of you. And by the way, we have a very special speaker. We have Dr. Roger Teel in the house with us today. Woo! And so I want us to recite our vision and our mission. And I just want to say something about that. I don't know how many years ago that's been, Raj, but it's been a few. And I remember we sat around a table. It didn't come to us quickly. We prayed a lot about it. We rewrote it, and we prayed more, rewrote it. And so now, as a congregation, let's recite Mile High Church's vision and mission up on the screens. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission is to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. So thank you for holding that vision and living that mission. And right now we recognize it's a season of light. It is Hanukkah. And so we have our incredible church family here to acknowledge Hanukkah.
Thank you, Dr. Patty. It is an honor to be here with my boys and my wife interpreting over here for sign language, all participating. Thank you. So tonight marks the first night of Hanukkah, and traditionally, if you look at your calendars, you'll see that Hanukkah is mostly on your calendars for tomorrow, but it actually starts the night before. I don't know why they do that, but that's how it works. So tonight is the first night of Hanukkah. In honor of that, we're going to light the menorah. And to give you a little intro of what is Hanukkah, I just wanted to explain this for a moment. So a couple thousand years ago, the Jews were living in a nice, peaceful harmony, and then they were in a warring zone. Things happened and transpired, and their temple was overtaken, and they had to live on the lam for quite a while. And during that time, the temple was completely destroyed. It was just a mess. And after a while, they were able to reclaim their space and reclaim their temple. And when they got there, they always had an internal flame that would be burning in the temple to mark that inner fire, that inner light that is us. And there was one canister of oil that remained. And they said, okay, well, we have to light this canister. We need to reignite the flame. And it's not lost on me that it happens in this season, where winter solstice is coming next weekend, this darkest time of the year, that this is also the time of the Festival of Lights, that synchronicity that passes through so many of our interfaith traditions. So they found this one canister. They light that canister of oil, and the miracle is that it burned for 8 days and 8 nights. So Hanukkah is a celebration for 8 days and 8 nights that we celebrate each year, and we mark it by lighting the menorah for those 8 nights. And it helps us to remember metaphysically the light that's within us in these dark days and in all days, that we rekindle and reignite who we are and our light that shines so bright. So Zayden's going to light our first candle. There are placeholders for 9 candles on the menorah, and the 9th candle is the shamus that represents that one canister of oil that was the miracle oil. So we light it first, and it's the worker candle that ignites the rest of the candles. So Zimri is going to go ahead and light that now. We light from right to left, as is the tradition of the Jewish language that is written and read from right to left. So now that they are lit, we will bless the candles, and then we're going to sing the prayer. So you can do this along with us if you please. We just bless the light, and then we bring that light into us, and then we sing our prayer together.
Baruch Hator Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kitshanu bar mitzvoso v'tzivanu lahadlik ner Sher Chanukah. Amen.
Happy Hanukkah. Thank you, everybody.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
We breathe together in this stillness. Each breath a gift. Each breath a miracle. Each breath a blessing. And as we breathe together, we turn toward the one Spirit, that eternal living presence of the divine that is in all that is. And in these holy days, in our hemisphere, these times of the darkness, it is a darkness of potential. It is a darkness that guides us deeper into the cave of our heart. And as we breathe in the cave of our heart, we can connect with that infinite potentiality of being, the very nature of that inner being. And so we connect this morning through our breath to that indwelling presence of the divine, knowing that it is the truth of who we are. And so in these days where we have the opportunity to be in the stillness, to be in that womb, to be held in the dark, we open our hearts to those places within. And if we find there, if we touch a bit of pain, if we touch a bit of fear, perhaps some doubt, suffering of any kind, we hold it with compassion and we let it go back into the arms of Spirit. We simply let it go. And knowing as we breathe in this cave of the heart this morning, we connect with those pinpoints of light and we send that light out to where there is suffering in the world today. Knowing that our prayer right here radiates out to the very, very edges of creation. These fields of light, these vibrations of light, with each breath we take, we send that compassion. And we know that all is God. And so this morning we gather to celebrate the goodness of God. For I know that that goodness vibrates through the message, vibrates through this music, vibrates through our time of connection with each other. And I give thanks for that. And it's with that essence of thanksgiving we release this prayer this morning. Absolutely feeling and knowing from the depth of our being that it is done. So we say, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is.
Imagine a month of Sundays, each one a cloudy day. Imagine the moment the sun came shining through. Imagine that ray of sunshine is you. Remember your darkest hour, with dawn still far away. Remember the day you longed for the morning's light. And think of yourself as a candle in the night. Make believe this is the first day, everything all brand new. Make believe that the sun is your own lucky star. Then understand the kind of gift you are. The gift you are, like the very first breath of spring. The gift you are, and the joy that love can bring. The gift you are, the gift you are, the gift of you. You are the promised of all the ages. You are the prodigal son. You are the vision of prophets and sages. You are the only one. Dream of a bright tomorrow. Know that your dream will come true. Carry your dream in a sparkling crystal jar. Then you will know the kind of gift you are, the gift you are, like the very first breath of spring, the gift you are, and the joy that love can bring, the gift you are. All of our dreams come true. The gift you are, the gift of you, the gift you are, the gift of you.
Our words of inspiration today come from Charles Dickens. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. And from Helen Steiner Rice. Peace on earth will come to stay when we live Christmas every day. For Christmas is more than a day at the end of the year. It's a state of mind to be cherished, a way of life to bring cheer.
I'm gonna make a wish this Christmas. I'm gonna say a little prayer. I'm gonna stop for just a moment before the moment disappears. The world's in a hurry this December, with city streets and shopping malls. I wish we could slow down and remember the meaning of it all. Wherever you are, no matter how far, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can, cherish the moment and the ones that you love. Make sure they know it and don't miss it. The heart of Christmas. Let's make it feel the way it used to. Let's find the wonder of a child. You can see the magic all around you. Go on and open up your eyes. Well, you can find it in the warm embrace of your family, or calling up a long-lost friend. You can even find it in the eyes of a stranger when you reach out a helping hand. Wherever you are, no matter how far, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can, cherish the moment and the ones that you shadow of a steeple, in a star that lights the way. You will find him in a manger. The heart of Christmas has a name. I'm gonna make a wish this Christmas. I'm gonna say a little prayer. Wherever you are, no matter how far, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can, cherish the moments and the ones that you love. Make sure they know it. Wherever you are, no matter how far, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can, cherish the moments and the ones that you love. Make sure they know it and don't miss it. The heart of Christmas. You're the heart of Christmas.
Brother Tom Litch and the Mile High Band, directed by Rob Lowe.
Just have to say, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thanks for singing my favorite John Denver song.
You bet.
As you know, Eric and I had the opportunity to hang out with him a lot, and that was his apex. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you, those of you online, and those of you here. So good to see so many familiar faces. And what I also am excited about is I see faces that are unfamiliar. And that's exciting to me, that the onrush of new folk are coming in here. And I love that. Good to see you, Brother Dr. Barry and Steph, Barry Ebert and Steph, colleagues, beloved for so long. I tell you, life is so good. Erica's not with me at this part of the trip. She'll be with me next week at the candlelight services I'll participate in, along with Dr. Barry and others, and Dr. Michelle and Reverend Josh. Thanks for the privilege yet again of coming back here and flapping my jaw a little bit with these folks. Candlelight services are such a joy. This is the one time a year we give you permission to bring people against their will to Mile High, because ultimately they will thank you. So drag them in and give them a taste of what it's all about. And Patty, I'm excited. Oh, she left. Oh, no, there you are. Patty, I'm excited for the solstice service. You always do such a phenomenal job. And I just got to tell you, this woman has done such a phenomenal job as a minister here at Mile High Church. I shall always cherish our decades together, and I honor you, beloved one. And I'm here to tell you, there is life after rewirement. We'll talk. All right. I bet you've heard over and over again that Christmas is so much more than just the gifts. Yet, it is so much fun to give gifts and especially to receive them. Even though the challenge is a whole lot of what we receive we don't ultimately like. And thus we find ourselves in those long return lines. As has been said, Santa delivers, we return. I know one lady decided to rebrand the whole return experience as self-care shopping. That's pretty good. And I know that for many of you, most of the magic of your Christmas is not in the gifts kept, but in the stories you tell about the gifts you return, right? Don't look pious at me out there. I know about those stories. It's like this one guy I chuckled at. He wrote that the return line was so long, I started wondering if I should just keep the singing fish plaque and learn to love it. Yeah, you've gotten gifts like that. So today, I want to suggest that Christmas is the season of returns, but not of gifts. The return to so much of what is obscured and neglected in this time. The return to the deeper essence that makes the miracles and the blessings of life. When I was a young minister, I was privileged after a 3-year stint in Portland, Oregon at my first ministry to join my preceding senior minister here, our beloved Dr. Fred Vogt, on his team as an associate minister for 10 years. And he imparted many, many gifts to me during that time. And one of them happened early on when he acquainted me with a poem that he loved, a poem by Myra Brooks Welch, written in 1921, called The Touch of the Master's Hand. And it's a beautiful poem about this old, dusty violin at an auction. And the auctioneer could barely get a couple of dollars for the violin, except that at one point, a wise, older-looking master violinist came up, grabbed the violin, dusted it off, tuned it up, and played a glorious song through it. Then he sold it for thousands. And I've always loved that as a metaphor for our lives. And I look back at my own journey, and I think we often see this in retrospect, even more than in the moments that it happens, that there have been so many times that I have felt the touch of the Master's hand upon my life. You know, making a decision that needed to be made, going a certain direction, finding the woman of my dreams, growth in the ministry, finding words to comfort someone I didn't even know were there, flowing through so many times. I've felt that, and I trust that you and reflection would say the same thing, that there have been times when something even larger than you knew guided and blessed and supported you. And that's the greatest opportunity of Christmas, in my own mind. It's that we can all return to that universal presence. We can all return and experience that touch of the Master's hand. Now, Jesus, we believe, was born as the possible human. He was birthed out of the divine love to shine special light, to awaken that light in universal consciousness and in human evolution. He came as a way shower of our higher potential. And he didn't hold himself as the great exception, but as the great example. And we honor that. And he shared one of the greatest spiritual teaching stories ever about the son who demanded his inheritance from his father, got it, and then left and spent it all in riotous living, only to fall into the deepest levels of degradation possible in his day. And then he had his awakening that he needed to go back to his father, that, oh my God, I had it all there. And he said, how could he ever accept me? He'd never accept me, but maybe he'd let me stay on as a slave or a servant in his house. And so this grungy, broken young man begins the torturous journey, sometimes even crawling home toward his father. And I can only imagine that his father at times scaled a hill and he looked out over the expanse, just praying, just hoping, when is my son going to be there? When am I going to see him? And then there was the day when he did see a figure out there. And being his father, he knew that's got to be him. That's him. And the son made his way and fell at the father's feet and in shame and ignominy and apologizing. The father didn't even hear any of it. He just grabbed him and hugged him. And there's a beautiful picture of that one of our members, Malcolm Farley, painted a long time ago, hanging in the center of the lobby above the practitioner desk there, of this embrace of the Father and the Son. And the Father simply says, go get the seamless robe, a symbol of oneness, unity, for my son. And he put a ring on his finger, a symbol of nobility, and he ordered a feast to be prepared because my son who was lost has been found. Oh, what an incredible, incredible teaching story. And that return is available to every one of us whenever we want it. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, in bringing forth and articulating what we call the science of mind and spirit, the name of his teaching, He plumbed the depths of mysticism in all the great paths, which is why we are a church for all faiths at the deepest of its level. He plumbed the deep mysticism and came up with a sense of the divine far, far different than the usual. Not a distant entity, not a male sky god that was presiding over his patriarchy and punishing those who didn't toe the line or did not conform. No, he said, the divine is an infinite and universal love and intelligence. The divine is the heart and mind of reality, impelling its infinite possibilities into expression as all of creation. So God, as the life within all of creation and the life in you and me, no separation, an eternal unity. And thus we are all one with the being and the becoming of a God life that always welcomes us home, no matter how we wander in our lives. Wander into fear, into limitation, into dejection. It's always available. Always available. It's available to you today. In The Science of Mind, Dr. Holmes also said that we must understand that the divine is simultaneously love and law. Simultaneously presence and principle. So there's this love, this presence that out of its own divine imagination casts forth the ideas that become the building blocks of all creation. And then there's this principle and this law, which is the powerhouse that manifests those ideas into form and experience. And so that the divine is both personal, if we'll sense into it, and impersonal, meaning it's a principle we can all use. It's a creative principle that the invisible becomes the visible, that ideas are the building blocks of form and matter. And this is being corroborated by leading new science as well. And anybody can use it. It's impersonal, meaning that it is no respecter of persons. Anybody can use a principle if they understand it and can work with it wisely. And so early on, many of our students naturally gravitate toward working with the principle because there's the realization, the beautiful realization that as we transform our thoughts and our believing, that we can transform our consciousness and thus transform the nature of our experience, that our experience can be uplifted at all levels into more of the good that is available to every one of us. And that's a beautiful thing, that it is done unto us as we ultimately believe. That's the creative principle in action. But I believe that Dr. Holmes, later in his life, became concerned that we not neglect the presence, the practice of the presence, that we cultivate an ever-deepening communion with this divine love, with this infinite spirit we call the divine. That's probably why he wrote a short little book later on called, Can We Talk to God? I'm not sure if it's in print now or not. I have an excerpt that I'd like to share with you from that. We each must penetrate more deeply into our own nature, and just so surely as we do, we will have a very marvelous experience. We will find a depth to ourself that we have never realized. It will be a sane spiritual experience. This is where we meet God. And we are going to learn this, that we can talk to God just as consciously as we talk to people. And that if we expect it, believe it, and feel it, we will receive just as direct a response. I love that. Where I am on my path, that's what I yearn for more than anything. This ever-deepening intimacy with the presence. Again, back in the day with dear old Dr. Fred, as we lovingly called him, he and I really revered all of our practitioners, as we do to this day. Such a great presence in our ministry. Thank you all, practitioners, for your loving service. And there was another practitioner at that time that we leaned on a lot and really loved. His name was Bill McGee. And Bill had been president of Jorgensen Steel here in town, but the stress that he endured in that almost ate him up. But then he discovered the science of mind, and that gave him the inspiration and the healing. And then he lived at a level of joy that was uncanny. And he became a fine practitioner. And back in that day, we didn't have other ministers than Fred and myself, so we entrusted it to Bill to teach some of our advanced science of mind classes. And he did that so well. We also liked Bill because he would take Fred and me fishing up to Glendo Reservoir in Wyoming because he had a house there. But that's a different sermon. That's a different one. But anytime Fred and I would go to him with a prayer request, and by the way, we ministers have practitioners, and you all should too, because we all carry our stuff and we carry the burdens of others, and we need to offload it and enter into that prayer partnership. And so we'd often go to him, and you know what Bill would always say? All right, Dr. Fred, or all right, Raj, I'll have a talk with Big Daddy, and Big Daddy and I are going to handle this. That was his affectionate personal name for the presence that he cultivated within himself. And you could call it anything you want as long as it warms your heart and you have that greater sense of this wondrous divine life. You can call it the great goddess. You can call it anything you choose. But do you move to it and feel it? And does it invigorate you spiritually? That's the question I pose. There's another little book that Dr. Holmes wrote that speaks to this whole thing, this intimacy within. It's a little book called Your Invisible Power. And he said, you have a friend within you who is closer than your shadow. This friend anticipates your every desire, knows your every need, and governs your every act. This friend is the God within your own soul, the animating presence projecting your personality, which is a unique individualization of the living spirit. The friend within you is continuously looking after your well-being, always wishes you to be happy, to be well, to be radiant. Now, the greatest opportunity, in my humble estimation of Christmas, is to return to the sanctuary of the heart and open ourselves to the touch of the Master's hand. Such a beautiful thing, to place ourselves in what I would call receivership of the inspiration, the wisdom, and the gifts that we all are given and all deserve. But we have to choose this. There's an important role for us to choose, to attune to this depth of being that we have access to. And we're not talking about duality here, going back to myself and the divine. No, you're infused with the divine spirit. You're one with it, and it is also the larger field of love intelligence beyond you as well. And you can draw from that. That's what we're talking about. Intimacy with the deepest core of your being, which draws upon the limitless field of divine love. Such a beautiful thing, but we have to choose that. We have to choose to come out of our consciousness of separation or indifference or whatever the case, or judgment or old ideas, and avail of ourselves, open ourselves at a profound level, a very profound level. Alfred North Whitehead, a great philosopher, he wrote of the non-coercive presence of love. It's a love that stands ready to bless you and me in ways greater than we could ever even know, but will never interfere with our free choice, because that's the leading edge of our personal unique evolution. So it will never interfere, but it's available, always. So my invitation at this Christmas time is to place yourself into receivership and choose the gifts of divine love that are given. And I believe there are 3 core gifts that are offered in this. And out of each one of them are other gifts as well, but 3 core gifts. And the first gift that gets discovered as we choose from this divine love is the gift of our essence, your essence, your essence. Father Thomas Keating said that discernment in life is the process of letting go of what we are not. And so we get still and we shut down all the din of our thinking open our hearts, and we go to a level where we start shedding. We start shedding all the mistaken ideas we've heaped upon ourselves, all the judgments, all the limitations, the hurt, the pain, as best we can. We shed so that we can return to that place of divine love and allow ourselves to become reacquainted with our true essence. Alan Cohen tells the story of a princess who at a very young age was kidnapped and taken to a group of fisher people. And she grew up among fish. She smelled like fish. She began to take on the life of a fish hawker, and that was the life that she knew until a servant of the king saw her at one point, rescued her, and took her back to the palace, and she was given her own room and flowers and beautiful linen and great food. And servants at her beck and call, and the first night she was there, she was restless, and she screamed at the top of her lungs, "Get me out of here. I want to go home." And Cohen writes about that. What the princess did not realize was that she was home, but she had gotten so used to living amidst the foul smells and poverty that she believed those conditions were her true place in life. And here's what he says is very important to hear. Normal does not equal natural. Like the princess, we have all become accustomed to living in psychic quarters far shabbier than we deserve. We all learn to cope with letting fear run our lives. We make it normal. We learn to cope with a sense of separation, and we judge others. We do a lot, and we just call it normal. But when we go to this inner place I'm talking about, we reacquaint ourselves with our natural essence, that which we are in spirit, deeper than the humanness that we're well acquainted with. And that's the beauty of what we're about. And as we do this and rediscover our essence, which is pure, we realize that we're made whole. We discover our wholeness anew. And we discover our worthiness that nothing can take away. And then we'll also, as we make this sacred pilgrimage, we'll discover our aliveness again. Are you up for discovering your aliveness? That magic in life again? Has life gotten kind of dull and ordinary when it's a miracle every moment? Erica told me about a time shortly after her husband Mark died of leukemia, when she created a new ritual, and she would take our boys, and she would drive about the hour from Houston that she lived and go to Galveston Beach. And it was a time when you could actually just drive your vehicle right onto the beach. And so she'd always set up a little chair there, and she'd always, she said, would have gotten them each a Happy Meal and then extra fries, because the boys loved to throw the flies in the air and the seagulls would grab them out of the air. Great fun, and they'd frolic and have a great time, and it gave her a chance to reflect and decompress. One time she had done this, she noticed that then to her right, this incredible RV, state-of-the-art, slick RV pulled up, had all the bells and whistles, and a guy and his wife and a couple of little kids, 4 and 6, got out, and they're setting up camp. And then the guy couldn't get the awning on the side of the RV to fold out. And he kept trying, and it wasn't doing it, and he was getting angrier and angrier and raging, and finally he threw the tool he was using against the RV in frustration, and Erica noticed his wife sitting on a lawn chair holding the 2 kids, kind of shaking, and she said, probably thinking, here we go again. And she took that in, and then a few moments later, on her left, a station wagon pulled up. You remember those? A station wagon pulled in, and she said, I couldn't believe how many little kids piled out of the back of that station wagon. She said they were Hispanic or Native American. She didn't know, but that joy was amazing, and they were flinging off clothes. They didn't even have bathing suits, but they just were in their underwear, and they just are going down there, and they're just running toward the beach and playing. And then what must have been grandfather, he came out and set up his own little table there, and he got this enormous watermelon. And he got this machete-like thing and started hacking up this watermelon and all these pieces for everybody, having a great time. And he saw Erica watching, and he offered her some, and she was hesitant at first, but then she said, "You know what? I'm going to go have a piece. He wants to offer me a piece of the magic." And I think about the contrast there of how we sometimes live. You know, needing everything to be just right and following it all up. But how often do we just abandon to the aliveness of it all? That's a heart thing. It's a matter of our connection with the essence of life and the essence of ourselves. My prayer is that you discover again that aliveness, and with it the gifts of enthusiasm and gratitude and generosity that comes with it. And finally, there awaits for us the gift of transcendence. When we return to that place of connection, that's when we come to know of a certainty that we're in this world but not of it. And stuff happens. And life can get tough. And there's something in us bigger. And if we stay in connection with that, we're going to be all right. No matter what, we're going to be all right. So there's that something in you and me that's bigger than the hurts, bigger than the setbacks, bigger than the breakdowns, so much bigger than whatever suffering may be going on, so much bigger than the past, so much bigger than whatever's going on now. There's that something that still has an unfolding dream of you within it. And so we come to this place to experience this touch of the Master's hand and reconnect with the dream. We forget the dream as we deal with the stuff. But we can yield to that. We can be strengthened by that. And perhaps go forward with a certain grace born of the Spirit. That's my prayer for us this Christmas, is that we make this sacred pilgrimage to our essence, to our aliveness, and to that transcendence that we are, and let it shine. And we'll discover how valuable and beautiful our life is meant to be. 'Twas battered and scarred, and the auctioneer thought it scarcely worth his while to waste much time on the old violin, but held it up with a smile. "What am I bid, good folks?" he cried. "Who'll start the bidding for me?" $1. $1. Then 2, only 2, $2, and who'll make it 3? $3, once, twice, going for 3, but no. From the room far back, a gray-haired man came forward and picked up the bow, then wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening the loosened strings, he played a melody pure and sweet as a caroling angel sings. The music ceased, and the auctioneer, with a voice that was quiet and low, said, "What am I bid for the old violin?" And he held it up with the bow. $1,000. Who'll make it 2? 2,000. Who'll make it 3? 3,000. 3,000 once, twice, and going, gone. And many a person with life out of tune and battered by scourges and gin is auctioned cheap to the thoughtless crowd, much like the old violin. But the Master comes, and the foolish crowd can never quite understand the worth of a soul and the change that is wrought by the touch of the Master's hand. Let's have that touch as we pray together. Precious infinite life, birther and sustainer of all that is and of you and me. We shed the misgivings, the distortions of thought and living. And we humbly return to the fountainhead of our being. For at the depth we can only be made of that which thou art. And as we know this together, I just invite you to begin this continuous pilgrimage that spans, yes, through this season, but hopefully well beyond. As you just open in this moment, in the stillness, just sense that life energy, the love that is impelling it all into creation and maintaining it. Touch the hem of the garment. Sense it. You don't have to analyze it, understand it, and you don't have to plead or beg. Open. And just be. Surrender. Allow the influx to be imbued with the qualities of your true nature, and to be uplifted by even more of the grace and the love of the source. Feel the touch, subtle though it is. And join me in knowing that this practice seeds the path before us. And in wonderful, serendipitous ways, rays of light shine forth. Blessings show up. Relief, healing, renewal, and the great gift of peace well up because we're choosing it, we're allowing it. So as we begin this in this time together, I bless you as you continue to return. Return to the fountain, return to the heart, return to the deep love and intelligence. Your friend, your confidant, ever offering all it is to you. And I know it blesses you, it shines forth through you, it makes a difference throughout your life, bringing you into alignment with all the good you deserve. And I know that as we do this, the light of this congregation shines even more brightly out into this world. We bless our world. We know it's full of heartaches and tragedies, and it's also full of a lot of beautiful people loving and caring and working for the highest good. And we bless that and know that this is welling up to greater and greater levels. May peace prevail upon the earth. And so for this and so much more, I give joyous thanks at this time of joy and light. And may we just accept this with joy, letting it be so. Then so it is. Amen.
I'm gonna make a wish this Christmas. I'm gonna say a little prayer. Wherever you are, no matter how far, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can. Cherish the moment and the ones that you love. Make sure they're nowhere, no matter how far. Wherever you are, come back to the heart of Christmas. Live while you can. Cherish the moment and the ones that you love. Make sure they know it and don't miss it. The heart of Christmas.
Thank you, Tom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I want to have a little talk with you. And you probably think, you just had a big talk with us. What's that about? I want to talk about our beloved Mile High Church and this center of light and truth we're all sitting in and you folks online are viewing, and we're all blessed by this ongoing ministry in such profound ways. It is such a gift, and I'm just asking you, and just take this in however you'd like to, have you included Mile High Church in your giving plans at this holiday? Special gifts. Have you, this is a time we give special gifts to the focal points of our love. How about Mile High? I want you to know that Erica and I have already talked about this. We've already done this and set it in motion. A special gift at this time. And I invite you to take that into your heart and ask, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to do something special to make sure that this place continues to evolve and to grow, and many, many more people are attracted to this place? Don't you think we need it nowadays more than ever before? Yeah. Take this into your heart of hearts. Do what you're called to do, and know that I'm here to tell you it will return to you multiplied over and over and over again. All right, so it's a time of sharing on this particular day. So however you choose to give, maybe you're going to toss something in these baskets, or you've already used one of these methods, but just know how blessed you are and how grateful all of us are for what we do to maintain this beautiful place. So hold that gift in your hand, either tangibly or in thought, and let's declare together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is.
Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. 'Tis the season of love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Time for parties and celebrations. People dancing all night long. Time for presents and exchanging kisses. Time for singing Christmas songs. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. We're dancing to the light. Room is swaying, records playing, all the old songs we love to hear. All I wish that every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend a year. Here we go.
Thank you, Mile High Band. Oh, they are just bringing some Christmas cheer and some wonderful energy this morning. Such a beloved Sunday, and thank you, Dr. Roger, for such a powerful message today. What a joy it is to be here in our community together. And if you are with us for the first time today, please know that we welcome you right into our hearts. We have a gift for you, and we would love to greet you face to face. So please come out to the Welcome Center. If you're joining us online, we welcome you as well. And please consider coming down front to have a prayer this morning with our beloved practitioners who are making their way down front. We hope that you'll come down for prayer. Dr. Patty, it's winter solstice. Tell us all about it.
Well, we invite you next Sunday. It's going to be at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not going to be in the evening, 8 in the morning, 10 o'clock service. And it's interesting because everyone on the planet celebrates the solstice, that change of time in their region. And in their custom, they go to the very root of their custom, where the people who first came to that land, the first people that ever came to this land here were our Native Americans. So our Native Americans will be with us next week. Doug Goodfeather, his daughter's dancing. There's going to be some other incredible dancers. It's going to be an awesome. So you might want to come early. So, Jackie.
So I want to thank all of you who took a tag from the tree. We have about 20 left. We'd love if you would take a tag. I'm extending the deadline. You can bring it to our office over in the admin building with the blue awning, or you can even bring it 9 o'clock Tuesday morning when we do our sort day. We would love for you to participate. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of the support. For those of you online, you can go to our Santa shop online and make a donation, which will help out on our sort day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie. And we want to remind you that tonight is our Healing Light service. I hope that you will come back for that. And also, we have a gift for you today. We are starting the 12 days of Christmas gifts. And our marketing team has put together a lovely gift to tell you all about candlelight, to invite your friends. And you can pick it up in the lobby. And please come back for another one next week. So with that, I want to turn it over to Dr. Roger for our closing blessing.
Oh, let's all stand. Let's all stand and have our benediction. All right. May we go forth from this place with our hearts full, the spiritual life in us activated and shining its light. This moment and every moment, now and always, and so it is. Amen.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy and vow. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find a girl underneath the mistletoe and dancing candlelight. Room is swaying, records playing.